In August 2020, Chelsea signed Chilwell for £50 million. The English player is not bad, but he has too many injuries. At the end of this season, he was also unable to play because of a hamstring injury. Earlier this season, Chelsea continued to sign another left-back who cost up to £63 million, Cucurella. However, he disappointed with performances as a joke and was also ruled out due to a late-season injury. £113 million is the total amount Chelsea spent to sign these two fullbacks. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. However, when one door closes, another opens, and this time the opportunity is given to Lewis Hall. For me personally, this story is so reminiscent. Remember nearly 3 seasons ago, also under Frank Lampard, the English boss introduced a young and promising right-back for Chelsea, REECE James. Thanks to the opportunity given by Super Frankie, REECE James gradually became an irreplaceable mainstay at Chelsea and one of the best right-backs in the world. The story could have played out similarly for Lewis Hall after his impressive performances during this period. I will analyze below. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well as click the bell so you don't miss my new videos. In January 2022, in the match against Chesterfield, Hall was given the opportunity to debut for Chelsea by former coach Tuchel. Lewis Hall is arranged to kick a left-sided centre-back, which is not his forte. Even so, he still completed the mission. The player born in 2004 gave himself an assist for Lukaku to score the 3rd goal. Hall also became the youngest player to start an FA Cup match for Chelsea. The 18-year-old shows his impressive skills on the ball, with a passing accuracy of 93% and having more touches, 125, than any other Chelsea player. Besides 4 shots, 2 tackles and 8 recoveries, Hall has won more duels, 10, than any other player on the field. The team said afterwards, "We had a meeting during the day when Tuchel announced the team and I was really nervous straight away. I saw my name on the team sheet and I was shaking. It took a few hours to process it. As soon as I stepped onto the pitch with the fans behind me, it gave me motivation and confidence to do what I can do." Despite such an impressive debut, it was not until November last year, when Chelsea returned from the World Cup, that the Hall was used, but this time in the Premier League. At that time, Chilwell was injured and Cucurella was not in good form, forcing Graham Potter to use the young Chelsea player. He appeared in 5 of those matches but did not leave too many impressions. It was not until the end of this season that Hall was trusted by Frank Lampard again, and he did not disappoint the English coach. Although Chelsea could not achieve the results as expected, I want to confirm that he is one of the bright spots of Chelsea. In the last 7 matches, the young English player was scored above 6.5. Lewis Hall was arguably his side's best player on the pitch in their 4-1 loss to Manchester United. The 18-year-old created the first chance of the game, teasing a gorgeous cross for Mykhailo Mudryk that he somehow hit wide. Hall whipped in another gorgeous cross for Kai Havertz. The German headed wide with the goalkeeper rooted to the spot. The youngster held his own defensively despite lacking support from Mudryk. The lack of an identifiable defensive midfielder in Chelsea's centre did not help. Hall took responsibility for corner kicks and did not waste them. He looked comfortable playing in the top flight, and the Blues must keep him around the first team for next season. He keeps things simple and does not complicate situations with risky passes. This ability could be down to him being a midfielder by trade. With Ben Chilwell constantly injured and Marc Cucurella underperforming, Chelsea should be considering a regular spot for him. Hall was one of the few bright spots in an underwhelming loss. Despite Chelsea creating excellent chances, they failed to take them. Known as an academy midfielder, when playing at left-back, Hall's dribbling and passing skills made a big impression. But first of all, it is important to know that Coach Lampard is currently using Hall in an inverted fullback role, which means that the English player will move into the half space during the build-up. Hall's touch map in the 2 matches against Man City and Man United proves this. According to Footy Stats, Hall has only 0.15 expected assists per 90 minutes, which is not very impressive because Hall is clearly unfit to play as an inverted fullback. 3 crosses every 90 minutes with 42.11% success rate proves how amazing he can be if used as an overlap fullback. Hall's corner in the 12th minute of Newcastle is an example. His cross went to Thiago Silva's position and almost scored. Or the sudden penetration into the penalty area, then he finished in the match. Arsenal or Man City is another example. The fact that Lampard assigned him to go into the middle made he wasn't always able to easily get himself in position down the left. but when he did, he unleashed a couple of really dangerous balls, the last of which came in the 45th minute and almost completed Chelsea's turnaround. It bent perfectly behind the defense and away from the keeper and allowed Raheem Sterling to get a boot on it. Sadly, Martin Dubravka was too quick and was able to save it, before Kieran Trippier blocked the follow-up. We've seen that same wicked low left-footed cross several times in Hall's 4-game run as a Chelsea starter, and it looks to be a real weapon. Ben Chilwell would be proud of some of the deliveries coming off the teenager's boot. We wonder if our new manager is watching, and what he thinks of the kid's future. It's hard not to be very impressed, and once again question what on earth the thinking behind signing Marc Cucurella was last summer when there were so many other areas of need. I feel I took a big step. Everything was going well and I put in performances I was really pleased with. Obviously, I was working hard in training, and with the under-23s I was doing well. I was managing to score goals, get assists. Then when you get opportunities to train with the first team and you continue to do well, it is a nice feeling. I was waiting to get my opportunity, and when I got it, I took it. Then it is about keeping that momentum. But against Liverpool, it probably wasn't one of my best games. Hall said so in March. His words prove that he is very patient and extremely energetic. Combined with a coach who focuses on developing talent like Pochettino, Hall will certainly be a Chelsea left-back for the next 10 years. He will join REECE James to create impressive wings and continue writing the story of Cobham Academy. That's the final content in today's video. If you enjoy the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to press the bell so you don't miss the next videos.